perceive you. It's just if I perceive you being ignorant, I'm just gonna leave as well.
All right.
Cause then this is gonna be a waste of my time. And then we can debate it later on if I perceive you being ignorant. But I'll be civil. I'll be open-minded. Yep. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna operate under those same things. If you perceive me being a spurg or ignorant, you can just leave. You don't need justification. Just leave the VC. That's it. Done. Okay.
Yo, is this man gonna be text debating or
Same thing applies. I'm not doing text.
No, I'm not text debating. I just don't want to interrupt him.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Yeah. You can do the same thing. You don't need justification. If you perceive me being ignorant, just leave. If this takes too long, I'm just gonna leave. By the way, because I want to head to bed soon. Okay.
Yeah,
Imagine going to bed at like
Or not tomorrow.
12 o'clock on a Friday night. That's crazy.
I don't know. We'll continue sometime next week because I'm kind of busy this week.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
So are you aware of the premise of Foku's argument?
What is he arguing?
Oh, Foku's argument is that my definition went through, and the probability over possibility was a sub point within that argument. Do you agree?
No. Okay.
Okay. Why do you disagree?
So my intention when arguing against Focus, I'm just gonna, we're being civil, right?
Go ahead.
So I'm just gonna lay out the ground thing. My original intention with Focus is I heard him saying that like being a skeptic is dumb and we take probabilities over possibilities in the VC. Or I forgot what he said, like exact word, but he said something which like I disagreed with. So I told him we can discuss that after, but I can't give any arguments to Rhino, so I'm not gonna argue against him. So my original thing wasn't actually in reference to you or Rhino. It was in reference to his thought process behind the topic itself. It wasn't on if you beat Rhino or not. It was just the thought process of the topic. That was my original intention. When I hopped in, he started talking about you versus Rhino, which is what I actually tried to tell you. That's why I told you I don't care who won between you and Rhino, because that's not what I was trying to debate with him. I was just trying to debate with him if probabilities mean if it's 100% like if we accept it as the truth or not. That's the only thing I was trying to skepticize on his end, which is what my stance was the entire time. So I think his stance was we accept probabilities in a debate over over anything else. That's what I think his stance was, and that's what I was arguing.
Okay, you're done, right? You're done. Yeah, okay,
Yes,
like that can be what you believe his stance was, but his actual stance, like I can get the video, I can get the recording, but his actual stance is that I won the point, and probability over possibility was brought up within the point. That's why y'all were arguing upon it. However, the premise of his argument, I can get him in here, like I can get him in here to vouch right now. The premise of his argument is that my definition went through. It can be a probability where it's wrong or a possibility where it's wrong. However, if we agree on a set definition, and that definition is wrong, we would still abide by that definition. And I'm telling you, the reason why I believe you conceded is because in my debate with Reno, when I established prerequisites, he said he wanted to go with the general debating rules, and I said no, I don't know what the general debating rule is, so I'm just gonna list them out and you can agree with them. And then what I had listed out was VSBW, Oxford Dictionary, meaning we would abide by Oxford Dictionary. And within the debate, I kept saying I had a preponderance of evidence, or I said I had multiple websites that supplemented my definition. Freaksy cut me off and said I was being dishonest, only insert one definition. However, I was in reference to the definition that we agreed to. That's why when we had discussed on if Focus beat you or not, I had asked you if you agreed that if two debaters agree upon a set definition, we would abide by that.
What was
you
the set
agreed.
Okay.
That definition would be Oxford Dictionary.
Okay. Are you done?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So this is my point of contention. This is what I think, which is what I challenged you to bring up. So with the prerequisites and that stuff, this is something Focus never brought up. This is why I told you I don't really care about this. This is why I think I refuted this anyways. But this is why I tried to move on from this and told you multiple times I don't care things that you bring up within the debate, because that is not what Focus brought up. So within Focus, the reason I even let him mention you and Rhinoxy and moved on with that thing is because we were still arguing the main probability point, which is what I told him. I told him hypothetically, if we use your situation as an example, why would we accept, just because you have a preponderance of evidence, why would we accept the probability as being the truth when we don't know for certain if it is the truth or not? I told him, just why would we accept it as the truth? And this is a burden he never fulfilled. So I don't care about prerequisites that you're bringing up. I don't care about these things that were never brought up against me in Focus. I just care about the burden I put on Focus, and this is what I try to ask you to prove, which you still haven't showed me anything. Go ahead, I'm done.
Okay, the problem with that is he did bring up with his debate slash discussion what you had said a multitude of websites. If I only said one website, he couldn't be in reference to like he wouldn't reference it as a like multiple websites. He's in reference to Oxford Dictionary and the other definition that I provided that was in line with my colloquial definition. That's why he kept saying a preponderance of evidence, multiple websites, meaning the probability of like there's probability behind my possibility of the definition being correct, and it doesn't matter if that probability is 90%. They're like there's a 10% probability. Are you want to add another spectator or another vouch?
No, it's okay.
Okay,
Wait.
that's fine.
Wait. No,
yeah,
no,
Tez,
no.
just
Tester's
okay.
a fucking op, man.
Yo, it's cool. I'm recording.
Bro. All
You
right,
record? Okay.
Tester,
Yeah, I
don't
got you, I
leave.
got
Just
you.
stay.
Fadi.
So
Yo,
the
you
problem.
sound so
Hold on,
desperate right
My
now,
bad.
Fadi.
Hold on. Let Tester speak for a second.
Alright.
Okay,
Tessa?
okay. So I missed like a day of school, and I need to do this English thing.
Okay, I swear, if we're not done by 11:35, I'm leaving. We'll both leave.
All right, word.
12 minutes. 12 minutes.
Wait,
All right.
Yo, Infinity,
no,
I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to do this. Like, we can continue this. I don't mind continuing this later. It's just tomorrow's Christmas Eve. I'd like prefer to wake up a little bit early. Like
okay,
that.
yeah, that's
I wanted
fine.
to
But
go to
let me
bed
like.
like an hour ago. I'm not gonna
Wait,
lie.
dead ass.
I just
Okay, let me just
recently-
like finish. Let me just like finish my argument and bring it forth, and then we can like go since Freeze is
Okay.
recording. Okay, you're fine with that?
I want to attack it right after. But continue.
Oh, okay. So what I was saying was when you had said he didn't bring that up within the discussion slash debate with you, he did. When he was in reference to like a multitude of definitions, he was referring to Oxford Dictionary, which we agreed to, and the other website. If he had said a preponderance of evidence and multiple websites, he wouldn't be in reference to one website. So yes, he did bring it up within this discussion, which would defeat your entire point. And like you can still like if you agree with something wrong, for example, I can agree with VSBW and every single tier within the tiering system, like the qualifications within the tiering system, they can all be incorrect. However, we agree with that incorrect thing, so we would abide by it. That's what I got you to agree with within the debate or discussion that we had in Cosmos. You had said, hold on, no, I'm going to specify.
Okay,
Now, you had said that when both debaters agree upon a definition, and within this context, it would be Oxford Dictionary with like all their definitions, they would abide by that. So, yes, there could be a probability where the definition is incorrect. However, we agree to that, so we will abide by that. Probability like over possibility or probability.
Wait. Repeat that last thing. With what we agreed to. I wasn't paying attention. My bad.
Yeah, we agreed to like I can get the recording. Like it's 9:17. Okay, so yeah, that's fine. We agreed. Like I asked you, do you agree that if both debaters agree upon a set definition, they would abide by that? Within this context, that would be Oxford Dictionary.
Okay. All right. You done?
Yeah, go ahead.
So number one, with the multitude of definitions thing, that doesn't have to be what he's in reference to, and this is why. Because when he was talking with Darko, I'm pretty sure in chat or in DMs or whatever, he told Darko that he wasn't there for the whole debate. He told Darko that he didn't even know what you guys like were fully trying to argue, and he said he just argued based off like what he thought he knew. So you saying that he knew the prerequisites, he knew these things, not necessarily, and it wouldn't be in reference to that because he didn't even know what was going on. Like he literally said he joined late and prerequisites happened before the debate. So that wouldn't align. He would not be talking in that because he didn't join at the time of that. That's one.
Yeah.
Number
okay.
two,
Are you done?
No,
Go
I'm
ahead.
not done. I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
check this. Number two, with me saying we would accept Oxford Dictionary, I agree. You can accept a how do I word this? So sometimes you can like devil's advocate in a debate and you can accept incorrect things or stuff like that. But I said what Reno was trying to do, this is my stance all along, is I said Reno was trying to find the real truth, like the objective truth. So when he skepticizes on these definitions and doesn't know if these definitions are valid or not, that's not the same as him accepting it because some things just don't matter. So you just accept it because you don't care. So in here, he did care and he was skepticizing on it and he was asking you why they were true in the first place, which you didn't really fulfill. You just said you take it as the stance.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
going to attack your first point. When he had said he wasn't here for the entire debate, he was there for that initial point with the probability over
Mhm.
possibility stuff, or my definition going through. He wasn't there for the entire debate. That was what he was referring to. Or
Mhm.
like, also, can you send the screenshots with Darko? That's fine. But also, he wasn't there for that like entire debate, other than the 2 points. Like, I can get the screenshot. He had said in my DMs, "These niggas are biased. You completely destroyed Reno on the absolute point." And you realize the definition, like that when we arguing upon the definition of a truth table, or like on it in its capabilities, that was after the absolute part. So I can get that screenshot if you want. And second, he had told me in DMs that he was going to go discuss with you in DMs, and I had said we agreed to Oxford Dictionary. Like, I told him the prerequisites that we agreed to. We agreed to Oxford Dictionary,
Okay.
and it's like he's going to bring that up within your discussion because that's what we agreed to. That's what I was
Uh-huh.
arguing upon within the point. And you're saying he can be skeptic, etc., etc., etc. Since he agreed that we would abide by that incorrect thing, you cannot be skeptic towards it, or you cannot question it, since he already had an agreement with it. That is why we agreed to it, for the simplicity of the debate. It doesn't matter if we're trying to find an objective truth. He
Okay.
can contend the definition within the point, that's fine. But being skeptic, like that's actually not fine, because we didn't agree to that. But we agreed to abide by this said thing. Doesn't matter if it's incorrect or correct. We agreed to it. That's fine. We
Are you
abide
done?
by BSBW. We can't just switch it up within the like mid debate without asking for clarification from our opponent or anything like that.
Okay. Are you done?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, number one, I don't really care if you told him stuff in your DMs or not. The way he worded it and the way he said it, he never verbatim said that or never verbatim implied that or anything.
Tatum said what?
Hold on. He never
I
said
just want
that.
to know what you're in reference
He
to.
agreed.
I
The
don't mean to cut you
prerequisites.
off.
The argument with
Okay,
the prerequisites. Okay.
continue.
So he never brought that up. He said he sent a multitude of definitions. I could have just took that as this guy does not know what was happening in the debate. He didn't specify that these guys agreed to a prerequisite, especially since you didn't bring up the Oxford Dictionary or the definition. Now, in your prerequisites, you guys agreed to Oxford. This is what I'm going to attack for your second point, which I didn't bring this up in the debate because I didn't think it was like too relevant. So, in your thing, you agreed to the prerequisites of Oxford, except you never brought up Oxford, the definition for your point. You tried to bring it up, is what you told me, but you never brought it up ultimately, and then you guys concluded. So, from Reynolds' perspective, if you showed him the Oxford definition, you never know. He could have just accepted that, and then you guys could have moved on. But in terms of the debate, you never brought up the Oxford definition. This guy, Reynolds, didn't know that the Oxford definition was this, and you're just saying if I would have brought it up, I would have won that point. It doesn't really matter because you never brought that up. So from Reynolds' perspective, he still didn't know if it was the truth or not. So
Okay.
with me saying with him skepticizing on that, that's still perfectly fine because he could skepticize on the definitions that which you brought up, which were non-Oxford, and then Focus's point is he's trying to say that we would accept these probabilities, we would accept these multiple definitions, even if they're not necessarily true. And I asked him why we would do that, and he just said because they're a preponderance. I said, why is that the case? And then he went back to the possibilities. He never said because it was a prerequisite that they agreed to, and that's another differentiation from the argument that you're trying to say. Because his argument was that it's a preponderance, not because he would be forced to agree to it. That's another thing that you brought up. Now you can go ahead and contend that.
Oh yeah, okay. Do you want to you want me to bring 2 more points forth and then we can go? Cause I'm dry as fuck. I'm gonna put lotion on already.
I mean,
I hear like a KD.
I don't want. Okay.
On a point.
I'll agree
Okay.
to that, but I don't want you because if I don't contend what you say,
Well, I won't. I
then the
swear to God, I
record.
won't.
Huh?
I won't. I swear to
Okay.
God, I won't like say it. Yeah, I won't.
I'm gonna disagree with what you're saying right now. So I don't want people like going around when this guy Freeze like sends a recording saying I lost that. It's just like it's a civil discussion.
Yeah.
We're gonna leave after this, no matter what
Okay.
you bring up. Okay.
Okay.
That's perfectly fine.
Now, okay, I'm gonna attack the second point because it leads into the first one. Now, okay, let's establish this. You heard Freaksy interject multiple times, interrupt me, correct? Like throughout the debate, like don't be dishonest. You heard
Yeah.
Freaksy.
Yeah,
Okay,
I heard.
so you're aware of when I had said I brought a multitude of evidence. I brought multiple websites, and he had cut me off and said you are lying. You only sent one website, right?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be as honest as possible here, by the way. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really remember. I remember him saying that you
that's
lied
fine.
about the first point, but I don't recall him saying you lied about bringing up one website. I think he said that after. Maybe, but I'm not 100% sure. I can't say that for certain.
Yeah,
But
hold on.
continue.
I gotta vouch.
No, it's okay. Just continue for now because we're gonna postpone anyways.
Okay, that's fine.
By
So
the way, I'm gonna be
basically,
busy for the next like I have driver's training next week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and I have this church thing. And then tomorrow, Christmas, I'm not gonna be on Discord. So I'm
okay,
gonna be
so
pretty busy over the next.
Mari, were you there during the point where we arguing the probability over possibility?
You and Rondo?
I don't really care for
Yes.
now, Affinity. I'll just
No,
like
like I just
explain
want to
it to me.
establish
You can
it.
explain
I
it
just
after.
want to establish it. Yeah, that's fine. I just want to like Mari. Did you hear Freaksy cut me off and say you are lying when I had said I brought multiple definitions forth?
Yeah,
Correct? Like,
yeah.
Okay, that's fine. So we can continue now. Now, what I had said was I brought multiple definitions forth. I was in reference to the website, like the colloquial definition and the colloquial definition, which is supplemented by the website. I had said I brought multiple websites forth. I like use multiple websites. Like my colloquial definition isn't a website. So when I say multiple, I was in reference to Oxford Dictionary and I was in reference to that other definition I provided. However, Freaksy cut me off and he said I was being dishonest and I provided further elaboration onto what I meant. Now, I was arguing upon me agreeing Oxford Dictionary as well. Now, this would like be in line with what Focus was arguing because it wouldn't have to, like, he doesn't have to verbatim state, yeah, they brought up Oxford Dictionary. They agreed to Oxford Dictionary was for the prerequisites because that's his entire argument. That's what his entire argument entails. He's saying I brought forth a preponderance of evidence. I brought multiple websites for. Like I said, like previously, he wouldn't say multiple websites. Like I don't care what you think he meant. I'm going off of what he actually said or actually meant. He had said that I had brought a preponderance of evidence, multiple websites forth. Now, multiple, I don't know what your definition of multiple is, but multiple doesn't mean one website. Multiple means many. Like from my perspective, like 2 to 3, but let's just say 2. Multiple means more than one, which is 2. I brought multiple websites forth. That's his entire argument. And since I brought that website forth, we abide by it, my definition would go through since Oxford Dictionary is in line with my colloquial definition. I had said multiple times when I was defending or when I was attacking Hermes Birding that I had multiple things that supplemented my colloquial definition. So like we can go now.
Okay.
You can start recording.
I'll go against that next week.
All right. So
Or-
cool.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Bye.
All right.